What is up, YouTube? I am Arios.
I can be the one that can change your life. And I know that you're young and you're filled with life. Ain't no need to be ashamed, I don't judge nobody.
What is up, YouTube? I am Ariel Simone, and I'm here today to tell y'all about how I found out I was pregnant at 16. I do want to say I do not condone in teen pregnancy, but things do happen. And I don't know what the fuck to say. What the fuck? What I was trying to say was I do not condone in teen pregnancy, but things do happen. And some teenagers, when they find out that they're pregnant, it brings them down because they think about what someone is going to say, or they think about like their parents' excuse and stuff like that, and what their parents would say. So yeah, I just want to say it's not as bad as it seems. I'm not saying go out there and go get pregnant. This is not an experiment. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying I don't condone in it, but things do happen. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first off, I'm like a deep sleeper, but for 2 weeks or 3 weeks straight, I was waking up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning peeing, and that's never something clicked in my head like, what the fuck? Because I'm a deep sleeper. I don't wake up in the middle of the night to pee. I sleep until I can't sleep no more. So I instantly looked it up, and the first thing that popped up was pregnancy. So I'm like, I ain't pregnant. So I brushed it off. And then I wanted to say, like, a couple weeks later, I was like, I could tell that I was eating a lot because, like, I was just so fucking hungry. Like, I would eat anything. Like, I would be eating pineapple, canned foods. Like, that's just how hungry I was. I could not stop eating. So that's never. I'm talking to my friend. I'm not gonna say any names. Not gonna put any names out there. Her name could be Whitney. I was talking to Whitney. I was telling Whitney, like, lately I just been peeing a lot, been eating a lot. And you know, as friends, you joke around about stuff like that. And the first thing she said, "Ooh, girl, you pregnant, this, and the third." But I had recently just had a period, so that's why I was saying, like, I won't, like, them symptoms and that shit that they was saying on Google, I won't believe in it. Like, I won't take in that shit. Like, I won't believe in it because, bitch, I just had a period. Like, I'm good, I'm Gucci. So it's like a couple weeks go by and I'm asleep, but it's like I wake up out my sleep and I'm throwing up, and I'm just like throwing up and throwing up. And like later on that day, I started feeling like I had the flu. Like, I had the flu. Like, I just was sick. Like, my body was sore and stuff like that. So I'm at my friend's house. I'm gonna say his name is Teddy. I'm at Teddy's house, and I'm telling him, like, I think I got the flu, and I'm at his house. I didn't want to get his family member sick and shit like that. So I'm like, y'all drop me off at the hospital, and I'm gonna get my mom to come get me from the hospital. So I get to the hospital, and they're like, "What are you here for today?" So I'm like, I think I had a flu. They're like, "What symptoms are you?" I'm like, I'm throwing up a lot. I was like, I'm throwing up a lot. My body's sore and all that other stuff, but I wasn't having a sore throat. They asked if I was having a sore throat. I said no. And that's never. They was like, "When's your last period?" Of course they asked that, and I was like, "Nope, I'm not pregnant." I didn't say last period. I said, "Nope, I'm not pregnant. It can't be that." And they was like, "Okay," like, he's laughing, "Okay," this and third. So I'm waiting, and I go to the back or whatever, and you know, they give you the little, since I said I thought I had the flu, they do the little flu check where they check like the back of your mouth or whatever. And that's never, he checked it or whatever. He told me to pee and all that other stuff. And 30 minutes later, he came back, and he was like, "You don't have the flu." He was like, "You don't have the flu. Is there anything else you wanted to check for, like a pregnancy test?" But remind y'all, I already had looked up about the peeing symptoms and eating a lot of shit, and they said I was pregnant. I already took 2 pregnancy tests, and both of them came back negative. So that's why I was like, bitch, I'm good. So I mean, if he wanted to take a pregnancy test, let's do it. Like, so he takes a pregnancy test, and you know, at the hospital, it take a long time for them to come back with results and shit like that. And he come back, and he was like, "You don't have the flu. Everything is okay, but you're pregnant." I looked at that doctor. I was like, it ain't no way. I took 2 pregnancy tests at the house. I said, "Can we do a blood test?" Because like, this shit ain't true. Like like it just kept playing over and over in my head. You're pregnant, you're pregnant, you're pregnant, you pregnant. Like that's all I kept hearing. Like that's the only thing I kept hearing. So I'm like, I took 2 tests at the house. Is there any way possible y'all could do a blood test? Because I'm not taking that. So he's like, yeah, we could do a blood test, but I'm pretty sure this is accurate. This is 99% accurate. So I'm like, I took 2 tests at the house. So like, what do you mean? Like, I start crying because like I'm scared. I don't know how I'm gonna tell my mama. I don't know how I'm gonna tell Teddy. Like that's all that kept going through my head. So they take some of my blood. It takes even longer than the actual pee stick. So like an hour later, he comes back. He said, you're still pregnant. So I'm like just looking. And I'm telling him, like, I just had a period October 4th. I just had a period October the 4th. I went to the hospital November 23rd. So I'm like, I just had a period October 4th. So it's no way, like, I just had a period. But I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it was, like, a little off. Like, I bled only for 2 days. I usually bleed for 4. My period usually on for 4. So I already knew something was up. But like he's telling me, well, maybe you're like 6 weeks pregnant. I'm gonna need you to take I'm gonna need you to schedule your appointment for your OBGYN and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I'm sitting in the bed just thinking like, what in the total hell? Like, how am I gonna tell him? How am I gonna tell my mama? Like, how is everybody's gonna react? So I'm leaving the hospital. You know, me and my sisters like this. So the first thing I do is tell my big sister, like I didn't even tell her. I just threw her the papers. Like, look at this. She was like, oh my God. And I'm like, I don't know, like, and she said, you gonna tell mom or you want me to tell her? I was like, yeah, you can tell her. I said, hell no, I'll tell her. So, you know, I want to say, I found out I was pregnant November 23rd. The next day, I don't know if it was the next day, but all I remember on Thanksgiving, I couldn't eat anything. Like, I couldn't eat anything. And my mama, she was watching me the whole time. So she already knew something not up because I'm the fat kid. I eat a lot. And Thanksgiving is my favorite motherfucking celebration. So she already knew something was right because I had a turkey leg on my plate like this big. I bit it, threw the whole plate away. I could not eat nothing. So we get home that same night and my mom was like, is you pregnant? I'm like, girl, me? Valiant, come on now, you know I'm not no pregnant. So I'm just ha. So I'm just like, every day, it took me 2 weeks to tell my mama first off. So every day for them 2 weeks, I'm thinking like, how I'm gonna tell her. So long story short, I didn't even tell my mama. My mama found out because me being slow, I did not hide the papers. I put them in the closet. And my mama's a rambler. My mama rambles. And I don't know why I didn't click in my head to hide it. So this one day, she was like, I'm going through her phone. She took a picture of the papers and sent it to my other big sister. So I'm like, shit, she know. Like, I was just so scared. Like, I was like out of my mind scared because I thought my mama was going to change me. I thought she was going to be mad at me and shit like that. And she was like, if you pregnant, like, I guess she was just waiting for me to tell her myself. And I was just like, no, I'm still telling her no, even though she doesn't see the papers. No, I'm not pregnant. Like, no, I'm not pregnant. That's all I kept telling her is no. And that's never, she was like, she's like, well, I seen the papers. She said you pregnant, and if you is pregnant, you need to tell me. Like, I want to hear it out your mouth. So that's when I was just like, yeah, I'm pregnant. She's like, well, when is your appointment? I had already set an appointment and stuff like that. So I was telling her, like, my appointment is da-da-da-da-da-da. So I want to say it took 2 weeks for my appointment to come through, whatever. So I go to my appointment, and I'm thinking, like, my mama, I'm like, deep down, I'm thinking, like, she's mad at me. But, you know, whenever you first get pregnant as a teenager, 16 anyways, your parents, they not going to be okay with that. Like, it's going to take a minute. Sometimes it don't take a minute if you got cool parents. But it took my mama, like, 2 weeks. So I ain't even gonna lie, like, 2 weeks. And, like, that's never, we was joking around, and she was like, I hope you have a boy. And that's whenever, it's like, a whole bunch of weight took off my shoulders, because it was like, she wasn't mad, but she wasn't happy, and she wasn't okay with the situation. But I don't know how to explain it, but it just took a whole bunch of weight off my shoulders. So I'm like, shit. So we okay? Like, y'all not mad? Like, we cool? It's an understanding, you know? So that's never, my mama, she was like, I can't wait to go boy shopping, because me personally, I wanted a girl. Everybody knows that Aria wanted a girl, so her name could be Hazel. But yeah, and that's never, she was like, how you gonna tell your dad? I'm my daddy's girl. Like, I'm daddy's girl. Like, I'm the baby. Well, I'm the second baby because I have a little sister that's 11. And I'm the baby. So I'm like, I'm not going to tell him. Like, he got to find out through somebody else. But I want to say I stayed in my daddy house this one time. And I was not trying to make it obvious. Because when you pregnant, you be sick a lot in the beginning. Because I was really sick. Like, everything that I ate came up. It doesn't matter when, how. Like, I was in the bed for days. In my mama bed for days sick. Like, I'm talking about couldn't get up. So, like, I stayed at my daddy house. And my favorite thing to eat is eggs, bacon, and baked on bagels all together. And my daddy made it. Like, I'm hungry. My daddy made it or whatever. And I'm eating it. And it's like, it's coming up. So I rush to the bathroom. And, you know, vomiting or whatever. And that's when my daddy was like, Ariel, you better not. Well, my mama called me Ariel. And my daddy called me Ariel. So my daddy was like, Ariel, you better not be pregnant. And I'm just laughing it off because that was my biggest fear. Like, I didn't want to hurt my dad's feelings because we had another situation in the family where something like this took place and it hurt my daddy really bad. So it's like I didn't want to disappoint him. And yeah, so it was like sad. So I just had got my mama to tell him. And sorry y'all, my phone had died. But I was saying, so I had just got my mom to tell him or whatever. And that's when we all adjusted to it, to Ariel being pregnant or whatnot. And like everything was cool. But when it came down to telling the father of my child that I was pregnant, that's what scared me the most. Because, you know, a lot of guys, they be in rejection, like they don't want it and stuff like that. So that's what I was scared of. Like, that was my biggest fear because I didn't want him to reject my baby. Like, I would have been sad. I would have beat him the fuck up. And I would have been in jail. So, yeah. So, one day, I texted him. And, like, we having a normal conversation. Like, we talking about the stuff we usually talk about. What you doing? You good? You ate this, that, and third. And so, I texted him. And I just said, I'm pregnant. No emojis. I didn't say I had to tell you something. I didn't do none of that. I just said, I'm pregnant. And I was just waiting for a response. Like, it's only one thing he could say. Oh, yeah, he's happy or not. Like, get rid of it. And maybe like he said, oh really, like he all happy and stuff like that. He kept blowing up my phone, calling me, and I just didn't want to answer the phone because I was scared. Like I didn't know what to say because this is my first time experiencing something like this. I didn't know what to say, so I didn't pick up the phone or anything like that. That's when he was like, I don't believe you, show me the papers, and other stuff. Like he was just excited. So I sent him a picture of where it says, so whenever you take a test at the doctors or whatever, the hospital, it says pregnancy and everything else and all that. So he's like, how far along is you? I'm like 6 weeks, and I'm telling him what my first appointment is and stuff like that. And like he was okay with it and he was happy. He wanted a little girl, but sadly we got a boy. So what the fuck? But yeah. And like honestly, for a very long time, like right now I'm 5 months pregnant, and for a long time I was very depressed. Because like I'm like, what am I gonna do with a baby? Like that's a priority. That's a whole child, a whole life. Like that's your child. And it's just like, wow. Like I was really sad, but the more that I like got into my pregnancy, it didn't do anything but make me want to go harder. Like I'm not only here for me now. I'm here for my child. Like it sounds, to this day it still sounds weird. I'm saying my child. Like my baby boy, my son. Like that is weird. And it's just, I don't know, like it's a blessing in God's creation, but at the same time it's scary. Like it truly is. It's really scary because yes, I was thinking about abortion. I was, but like why would I? Like the baby didn't ask to be here. Like it didn't. Like I was like, everybody make poor decisions, bad decisions, and as a team we don't think. So it's just like the baby didn't ask to be here. The baby didn't do anything to me. Like I don't know, y'all. But right now, actually, currently, I'm like really happy. Like I'm happy about the situation now. Now that I look back at it, like I'm bringing a whole life, a whole child to the earth. And it's gonna, I'm having mini me, a broke best friend. Like I'm excited. And yeah, so, and that was my story, y'all, about how I found I was pregnant at 16. I don't know. So yeah, July, I want to say between July 1st and maybe the 12th, I will be expecting my baby boy, Jace Dakari. I'm really excited about it. Like, I just cannot wait. I really hope and pray he have my hair in my eyes. Like, that's what I think about the time. Like, what kind of hair eyes will he have? So yeah, this is my Fun I Was Pregnant at 16 video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, so y'all like and comment, make sure y'all subscribe, and more videos will be coming soon. I'm out.